in-season hard knocks?
We've been through that a couple times. I think it'll be similar this time. What happens with the staff and the players is when we first are told, we say, oh my God. And then it comes in, they're around, and in about 2, 3 days, you don't even notice they're there. And you just live the way you normally live. I remember some of the uh, episodes, some of the parts of the programs they did when they were here. I found them interesting and fun to watch. This isn't just us, though. This is our whole division. And our division is good and it's strong. So I'll be interested in seeing what Pittsburgh does and how they act, or how Baltimore or Cleveland take the show and how they handle it. It'll be interesting.
I know you're looking ahead. I know you're looking ahead to this season, but what was last season like for you? The ups and downs, Joe's contract, and all the highs and lows that came with it.
Well, I thought our team gave good effort. We lost Joe. Joe's the heart of the team. And once he was out of the picture, it wasn't going to be easy for us. We had a tough schedule. We had things to contend with, and we still managed to have a winning season, which I took some pride in, because the guys that were doing it, in some cases, weren't our frontline guys, but they were giving their all and they did well. It's hard to win in this league. Uh, but it wasn't good enough, and everyone knows that. We all knew it. The players knew it. It has to crank up. Our goal is to get back the way we were, and even better than we were the 2 previous years, when we were a little healthier and got to the AFC uh, uh, playoff game twice, got to the Super Bowl. We want to get to the Super Bowl. We want to win the Super Bowl. That's our goal. And that's always the goal. But this year, I think we have a shot at it, a good crack at it, and we'll see how it unfolds.
You made it a couple of years ago. You mentioned to the Super Bowl, came within a couple plays of winning. Every year you don't go back, the pressure seems to mount more and more and more. Does this organization, do you guys feel that pressure that you got to get back because you were that close not that long ago?
Well, that's a difficult question. I would tell you we know what we want to do. We have our eye on the prize. It isn't easy to do. And we are going to be competing with very good teams. Our division has nothing but good teams. So it's going to be hard. But we also know that we can play with any team. We can beat any team. We're healthy and playing at our best. And so we have a crack at this. We'll see what happens.
You've been at the helm of this team for a long time now. What personally would it mean to you to be able to call yourself Super Bowl champions?
Oh, I want the players to do it for them, not for me. I'm not going to call myself anything. They're going to do what they do, and if they can pull it off, it would be great for them, great for the franchise, great for the town. It's a super thing when it happens. We have yet to make it happen, and I've been around this place for well over 50 years. So I know how hard it is, but we have a good team. We have our shot, and maybe this will be the year. It'd be wonderful. I would very much enjoy it.
Will contract extension talks with Jamar Chase be active this regular season, or is that something that you table until the offseason?
I would tell you that's a hard one too. With the cap and how it works, it's a little different. things can happen, opportunities can arise unexpectedly even, and you can put deals together. We're not going to say, oh no, we aren't going to do that deal if it's the right deal. But it's not so likely that this is the good time to negotiate. The off season is the better time for that, and we're going to try to keep focused on the football part. So I'm not going to rule anything out, but I will tell you that the die has probably been cast.
How hopeful are you, if it's not this offseason, next offseason, that you do keep Jamar here long term and keep him in Cincinnati?
I'm sorry, keeping who long term?
Jamar, how hopeful are you that you're able to get a long term deal done? If it's not this offseason, maybe next offseason with Jamar Chase.
He's a key player. Next to Joe, he's our next one, and he knows it. We know it. This may take a while. We are going to bend over backwards to get it done. I can't tell you when, no.
25th season in this building, 25 years here. What are you most excited about with the money that was put in this offseason? What's still to come here in terms of renovations?
Well, we have a new locker room that's special. Someone told me today that this is the most expensive room in all of Cincinnati, and it well might be. It has new lockers. It has a new bathroom facility. The ceiling contains a lighting system that adjusts for the time of day. There are all these things that are interesting and new, and I would like to think that some of them are going to help us through the line of scrimmage better, but I am not convinced of that just yet. But it'll be better for the players.
I have a personal question to ask you about your wife. How, 60 years now? Is that right? You've been married 60 years?
She knows the answer to that. I've been married quite a while, and we have been. I've been the lucky one. She's great. I'm sort of a difficult case, I think, but I'm lucky that she came along, and we're together for a few years now. I have children and grown grandchildren. The real risk is on them now. They have to keep things going. I've managed for a pretty good while.
What about her? What kind of Bengals fan is your wife?
Oh, she's a super fan. Honest to goodness, I marvel. She comes down on game days and walks around the parking lot, and she's gotten to know people, and she loves seeing them, talking to them. She dresses, I swear, in nothing but Bengals clothes, Bengals issue. She wants to be comfortable. Neither of us are real young anymore, and she is most comfortable dressed casually, but she is a super fan, and she watches what we do like a hawk.
The last couple of years, the NFLPA has put out grading systems from the players to, rate different aspects of each franchise. As the owner and the man pulling the trigger on things, how insightful has that been, and how do you take those player evaluations over things like the locker rooms and stadium updates and things like that?
Well, a union is supposed to ask That's what they do. Samuel Gompers, I think it was, who said, "What's your philosophy in life?" More, more, more is about how it goes, and that's how this is going to be to some degree. I don't take it personally. We try to listen to them, and when they ask if it makes sense, we try our best to pitch in. This year, it's the locker room, it's the new field. So every year, recently, there have been projects of one sort or another, and I guess the most recent one was the food. Takes me back to when I was a sophomore in college. It was the food then too, and that's about how I view that one. I think the food's great, but we'll try to figure out what it is about the food that might make them happier, make them feel better, and that's just the process.
How concerned or how much on your mind was Joe Burrow's health all offseason? It was the topic for the entire city. That's all we covered. But how concerned were you about Joe?
Well, I'm not concerned right now. I think he's ready to go. I watched him during the off season, and he looked fine. He could throw accurately. He could throw strongly, far. He could do what he had to do in every way. He's the heart of the team, and we rise and fall on Joe. Everyone knows that. So I feel right now very hopeful because he's ready to go. And if he can do his part, it just makes the whole team rise. We just all do better, or the players all do better. Everybody in here does better when he does better, just the way it is.
Everyone good? Great.
Thank you.